Here opens the court of Miles and Yitka, King and Queen of the West. Their Majesties welcome into their court Daoud and Mora, Prince and Princess of the Mists.
Greetings.
Their Majesties also welcome into their court Cormac and Kaelin, Prince and Princess of Sinagua.
Good evening, everybody.
Greetings, everybody.
Their Majesties also welcome into their court Crucius and Vicana, Prince and Princess of Awertha.
Greetings.
Hello, everyone.
Their Majesties bid you find your comfort in your homes, and hear now their words of welcome. Your Majesties.
Thank you, everybody. We'll try to make this court as short as possible. Appreciate everybody coming. We hope everybody is staying safe and taking care of your families. Just happy to have you all here. Anything you'd like to say, Your Majesty?
I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season, and we're so glad to have seen everybody today and been able to visit.
Let Belladonna de Sorcy come now before their Majesties.
All right, Belladonna's here. Fantastic. Yeah, we just basically wanted to, she's here, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Those who give of their service to the kingdom and the various parts thereof support and enrich the realm. It is the duty and pleasure of the crown to reward such service with honor. Therefore do their Majesties proclaim Bella worthy of great honor and to admit them to the right noble order of the Leaf of Merit of the Kingdom of the West. Their Majesties will bestow a single leaf of laurel as the sign of this honor. Their Majesties.
First, I'll tell my dad, go ahead and mute your mic, Papa. Thanks, Dad. Secondly, since Belladonna's here, we would just like to thank you so much for all the hard work you do with the social media stuff. The TikTok videos are going crazy. All my friends really enjoy watching me die. There's plenty of those. Daddy Bobby got me at a Great Western War. The now King Sipser from Maitenville got me pretty good, and those are the most enjoyed videos that I've heard about from my friends. Although there are some of me winning, those aren't appreciated as much, nearly by as many people. I'm sure my father as well. So thank you so much. We appreciate all your hard work, and I keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. I'm just happy to be here to be able to offer a little more visibility to us. So.
For Lady Bella, make a joyous noise.
Yay!
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Let Mistress Una come now on behalf of the West Kingdom Company of Scriveners and Limners.
Good afternoon. Can you guys see us? Can you see us? Can you hear us?
We can see you in the front. We can't see anybody. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Almost.
Hi, we're the West Kingdom Company of Scriveners and Limners. We're the Scribal Guild. So pay attention right there, and we can see you. I know we're having some technical difficulties, so we are using an alternate method here. So please just bear with us. There we
We're
go.
having a child difficulties. We understand.
Okay. So, Your Majesties, may we have your permission to speak to the populace?
Yes, please.
Okay. Welcome, everybody. So again, we're the West Kingdom Scribes, and we're a little blurry. And we have been hosting a contest, a giveaway for an illuminated shield for the past several months. And we would like to announce the recipient of the shield. It's a promissory for an illuminated shield, and we're very excited to have an illumination artist building this. And so with that said, I am the mistress or the minister of the guild, and this is Mistress Robin, and she is our chronicler, and she's going to draw a name from this bowl that you can barely see. Sorry about that, guys. And drum roll, please.
Helgi from the Shire of Wolfscairn of the Mists.
Yay! Yay! And we would like to also announce a second winner.
Daniel of Aquitaine from the Shire of Champlain of Sinagua.
Congratulations, everybody. Thank you. And that's enough of our business. We want to make honor the short court. So thank you. And that would be a Helgi in the background there. So may we have your leave, Your Majesty.
Yes, please. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For the winners and the West Kingdom Company of Scriveners and Limners, make a joyful noise.
Yay!
Childhood is a wondrous time when the warm words of a teacher can cause enthusiasm and skill to thrive, or the harsh glare of a taskmaster can chill the spirit, stunting its growth forever. Those who promote the unfurling promise of our youth merit recognition by the crown and the kingdom. To that end was created the Order of the Golden Acorn. Let Brenna Bethan come now before the thrones of the West.
We have her. Brenna, we are well pleased with your work with the children of the West Kingdom. They say it takes a village, and I think that you are a part of everybody's village. You not only volunteer to help with the official activities, but you really help all of the children in the kingdom find their SCA. It's not just about sitting down and doing a craft with them, but also helping them get involved in youth combat if that's what interests them, or if they just like watching it, helping them figure out how to be a water bearer like you did for my daughter. Your family, just so many people, and these kids really truly look up to you. And as a mom, I can't tell you what that means to me and just so many other parents in the kingdom. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. We thank you for your exemplary efforts, and let the Golden Acorn serve to remind you of all the mighty oaks that spring up from such humble seeds. You have our leave to depart. We love you.
For Brenna, the newest member of the Order of the Golden Acorn, make a joyful noise.
Huzzah!
Your Majesties, your Borealic children request a moment in your court for business. Here pauses the court of Miles and Yitka, and here opens the court of Crucius and Bacana, Prince and Princess of Owertha. I lost them. They're here somewhere.
We're here.
We're here.
Excellent. Let Anna de Caterina Neri, Seneschal of Owertha, come before their highnesses.
Your Highnesses, greetings, Your Majesties. I have been the Seneschal of Owertha now for 7 years, and it has been my great honor to serve in that capacity. However, the time has come that I need to pass the office. So I beg leave to be released from my duties effective today.
Have you then nominated a successor for this office?
Your Highnesses, I have Kinnahill, the library.
Let Kinnahild come before their highnesses.
Good afternoon, Your Highnesses, Your Majesties.
Greetings. Are you prepared to accept and execute the duties of the office of Seneschal?
Your Highness, I am, and do hereby pledge to faithfully serve the principality therein.
Do you now swear fealty to Crucius and Bacana, Prince and Princess of Owertha, and through them, the King and Queen of the West? And do you swear that you will faithfully perform the duties of your noble office, obey their lawful commands, and treat courteously with those of all stations until the prince depart from his throne, death take you, or the world end?
I so swear.
And we, for our part, do swear fealty to our officers of Owertha and swear to support their noble offices and to protect and defend them with all our power until we depart our throne, death take us, or the world ends. So say we, Crucius, Prince of Owertha.
So also say we, Vicana, Princess of Owertha.
then let the office pass.
You have their highnesses leave to depart. For the outgoing and incoming seneschals of Awertha, make a
Yeah,
joyful
yeah,
noise.
huzzah.
Huzzah!
Your Highnesses, do you have any further business?
No, we do not.
There being no further business, here closes the court of Crucius and Vacana, Prince and Princess of Awertha, and resumes the court of Miles and Yitka. Let Rudaba al Nadia come now before their majesties.
Hi.
Those who give of their service to the kingdom and the various parts thereof support and enrich the realm. It is the duty and pleasure of the crown to reward such service with honor. Therefore, do their majesties proclaim Rudaba worthy of great honor and do admit her to the right noble order of the leaf of merit of the kingdom of the West. Their majesties will bestow a single leaf of laurel as the sign of this honor. Your majesties.
Rudaba has been active in teaching over the last couple of years, and today was teaching classes, and always does it with a smile on her face, makes it clear that the service is enjoyable. And she stepped in to help with tech support for this event. We were told that this event would not have run so smooth without her. So thank you for everything.
I was really hoping to be of more service with regards to tech moderation of the ANS displays, but it turns out that I was helpful in a different method, which is yay!
For Lady Rudaba, make a joyful noise.
Huzzah!
Now let Siobhan Neoshe come now before their majesties. I'm sorry if I muddled that, Siobhan.
That is absolutely all right, Demira. It's not unusual. Siobhan Shegdala.
It is the privilege of the crown to recognize those who contribute to the well-being of their majesties and of the kingdom. The crown's favor is given as a sign of this recognition. Your majesties.
Siobhan is, life would be much more difficult without her in it. You're always there for us, whether it's babysitting at the last minute at 2 o'clock in the morning so that I can take an early shift at work and we can make it to an event on time, or just being a shoulder to cry on or a listening ear when we need it. And we appreciate everything that you do for us so, so much.
Yeah, you make my lady's life easier, and therefore you make my life easier. And I appreciate you.
Your Majesties, it has been my honor to do so, and I really appreciate the award. Thank you.
For Siobhan, who has the favor of the crown, make a joyful noise.
Huzzah!
Yay, Evie says yay.
Your Majesty, Gavin, the kingdom seneschal, craves an audience.
Let him come before us.
Your Majesties, I ask you to release me from the position of seneschal of the West.
Sounds good. Looks like you're stuck inside of like some dragon or some beast of some sort.
It landed on the side of the road, so I'm well at this time.
All right. Well, has a successor been selected and properly warranted in office, and have you instructed them of their duties of this office?
I have, Your Majesty.
Will Elsie Hoonerva come forward?
My Lord Seneschal, you have chosen well. We thank you for your devoted service to this our realm. We release you from this oath of fealty which you made for your office.
Your Majesties, it has been an honor to be of great service to the kingdom. I here return to you the Book of Law of the Kingdom of the West, which you gave into my keeping.
Elsie, are you now prepared to accept the duties and responsibilities of the office of Seneschal of the Kingdom of the West and to swear fealty to the Crown and Kingdom of the West?
I am.
Then let the office pass.
Swear you now your oath.
Here do I swear by mouth and hand, fealty and service to the Crown and Kingdom of the West, to obey the lawful commands of the king in all matters that concern this realm, to faithfully discharge the duties of my office, and to further the efforts of the servants of the crown. From this hour henceforth, until the king release me, death take me, or the world end. So say I, Elsie Hunderfalk, Seneschal of the West.
Sorry, getting ahead of myself. And we, for our part, do swear fealty to you, our kingdom seneschal, and to those who serve with you, to protect and defend you with all of our power, till we depart from our throne, death take us, or the world end. So say we, Miles, King of the West.
So also say we, Yitka, Queen of the West.
This book, the great book of law from the kingdom of the West, we charge you to uphold our laws and administer them as we shall require.
For Gavin, retiring seneschal, and Elsie, our new seneschal, make a joyful noise.
Huzzah!
Baron Gavin, you have their majesties leave. Elsie, if you would linger a moment longer.
I stand at the crown's pleasure.
And it is the privilege of the crown to recognize those who contribute to the well-being of their majesties and of the kingdom. The crown's favor is given as a sign of this recognition. Your majesties.
You've been super helpful to me for longer than I've been king. You've been a level head that I've been able to talk to, and you've been really helpful throughout this reign. Like from day one, you've been there, and I really can't thank you enough for helping us out. You are a good friend to have.
My very great pleasure, Your Majesty.
For Elsie, who has the favor of the crown, make a joyful noise.
Huzzah!
Let Margarita de Cadiz now come before their majesties.
You?
Is Margarita here? Would your majesties like to proceed anyway?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Okay. Those who practice, study, and teach the several arts, crafts, and sciences enhance and enrich the realm. It is the duty and pleasure of the crown to reward such skill with honor. Therefore, do their majesties proclaim Margarita worthy of great honor and do admit them to the right noble order of the Rose Leaf of the West Kingdom. Their majesties will bestow a single leaf of rose as the sign of this honor. Your majesties.
For those that don't know, she does illumination. She makes blanks for reward scrolls. She's researched period fishing, I believe, sewing, music, and a whole lot more. So for doing so much for the arts, for the realm, we really do appreciate her.
For Margarita, make a joyful noise.
Yay.
Yay.
Let Tulia Serafina de Ferrara, Kingdom Social Media Officer, come before the thrones.
Your Majesties, may I speak to the populace before we get going?
Yeah, go right ahead.
This job, when it was given to me, given to me when I was kind of voluntold to take it, I didn't realize it was going to turn into the 2-year-long kind of online extravaganza that it became. And so I really wanted to leave it in better hands than when I got it. And I believe that I think I found a worthy successor. So I'm going to let your esteemed herald proceed.
I'm muted. Tulia, you have served as Kingdom Social Media Officer. Do you now have business before their majesties?
I sure do. I would like to transfer my office and into some very capable hands.
Sorry, the baby was screaming and I lost where I was. Sorry. You've made your successor aware of the duties and responsibilities for this office.
I have, and my successor is Belladonna di Sorci.
Let her come before the thrones.
Your Highness, here.
Bella, are you prepared to accept and execute the duties of the office of Kingdom Social Media Officer?
Just
Your
switch lines. That's how we roll.
What? Oh, Your Majesties, I am and do hereby pledge faithfully to serve the kingdom therein.
Which one?
Right here.
You've been made aware of the duties and responsibilities for this office,
Yes, I have.
then let the office pass.
For the retiring and new Kingdom Social Media Officer, make a joyful noise.
Huzzah.
Your Majesties, your sable-feathered children want some time in your court now.
Let them have it.
Here pauses the court of Miles and Yitka, and here opens the court of Cormac and Kaelin, Prince and Princess of Sinagua. Let the Principality Seneschal come before their highnesses.
Good evening, Your Highnesses. I'm going to just give me a minute. As we have discussed, the term of my office has now come to an end.
You have words for the populace of Sinagua.
Not at this time.
Bridget, you have served our principality well, and we thank you for your service. Have you a successor?
I do.
Let Raven of Drakenheim come now before their highnesses.
Greetings, Your Highnesses.
Greetings. Bridget, we release you from your oath of fealty which you made for your office. Raven, are you willing and able to undertake the duties and responsibilities of the office of Seneschal of Sinagua?
I am.
Then let the office pass.
Do you swear fealty to Cormac, Prince of Sinagua, and vow continuing service to the coronets and populace of Sinagua?
I do.
This do we hear nor fail to remember, and we for our part do swear fealty to you and all those who serve with you, and vow to protect and defend you so long as you shall serve this principality. My Lord Raven, we thank you and commend you to your duties.
Thank you, Your Highness.
For Bridget, the retiring Seneschal, and Raven, the new Seneschal of Sinagua, make a joyful noise.
Huzzah.
Let Jocelyn d'Orleans come now before their highnesses. I don't believe Jocelyn could join us tonight, but their highnesses felt strongly that they wanted to do this now. Those who practice, study, and teach the several arts, crafts, and sciences enhance and enrich the realm. It is the duty and pleasure of the coronet to reward such service. Therefore, do their highnesses proclaim Jocelyn worthy of great honor, and with the gracious permission of their majesties, do admit her to the right noble order of the rose leaf of the Kingdom of the West. Their highnesses will bestow a single leaf of the rose as the sign of this award. Your highnesses.
For those who have not had the pleasure of seeing Jocelyn's art, her illumination skills are exemplary, and she has made beautiful scrolls for both kingdom and principality. But beyond that, she shares those skills and her talents with all who want to learn about illumination and calligraphy. And for this reason, thanks to the gracious permission of their majesties, we wish to give her this gift. She is unable to attend in-person events at this point, which is why we felt strongly that this was greatly overdue and wanted to go ahead and do it now. Thank you.
For Jocelyn, newest recipient of the rose leaf, make a joyous noise.
Huzzah!
As the feather gives flight to the swan, so do the arts and sciences give flight to our creativity and imagination. To reward excellence in the arts and sciences, there was created the Milan Terran Sinagua. A token of this order is a pendant of a black feather. Having demonstrated his skills, let Antonio Giordano di Sicilia come now before their highnesses.
Buonasera.
Your highnesses.
Prince, you had words?
I thought you had the words.
I can happily talk. And I can happily talk for hours about this great man and everything that he has done for our principality. The main reason for this recommendation, though, is his bardic arts. He was our Bard of Sinagua, and you can imagine my shock when I found out he did not have this great award, for he exemplifies all of the reasons that we give this award. So I am so overjoyed that we get to be the prince and princess that give you the Milan Turan.
Tante grazie.
I'll jump in here as well because Her Highness mentioned a phrase when we were discussing this earlier, that when Antonio speaks, the birds stop in the air to listen. It is an amazing thing to hear you, to hear that art. You can feel your heart that you put into it, and it truly is amazing. Thank you for all that you do.
I'm touched, my prince. Thank you very much.
For the newest recipient of the Milan Turan Sinagua, make a joyful noise.
Huzzah!
Your Highnesses, I believe you had an update about a coming up event.
We do. So as many of you know, there is an event coming up at the end of January here in Sinagua. It was going to be the Winter Feast, and we were doing a cancer fundraising tournament. We have been keeping an eye on the situation with COVID, along with their majesties, along with the now former Kingdom Seneschal and Principality Seneschal. With the way things are now, we do not feel that it is wise to hold an indoor event with a feast and everybody in that close proximity indoors. However, for the cancer fundraising portion of it, we still feel strongly that it means so much to so many to be able to have that opportunity to help. So we will continue to hold that fighting tournament. It is outdoors. It will fall under all of the outdoor protocols that we have in place in Sacramento. It will be changing locations from the hall that was in Woodland to Rosemont Park in Sacramento. We will be blasting this out everywhere that we can. Please spread it far and wide. The fundraiser portion of this going to, I know it was a different organization posted earlier, it will be going to the American Cancer Society. And with so many of us experiencing that loss of friends and family, both inside and outside the SCA, it means so much to people to actually be able to contribute and give. And with the current state of things, you know, outdoors, if you feel that you can attend the outdoor event for that tournament, we would love to have you there. As I said, we'll be blasting this everywhere. It'll be the same date, January the 29th. And we hope to see you there. Your Highness, did I miss anything?
Yes, because we are moving the location to Rosemont Park, which is where the Golden Rivers practice is held on Wednesday. We are going to make this a donation-only event for the site cost. That is separate from the donations for the cancer tourney. So because the costs are so low compared to the hall, we feel this is the best way to go. Those who have already paid their site fee and their feast tickets will be receiving a refund from our exchequer. So look for that communication soon. But thank you.
There being no further business, here closes the court of Cormac and Kalin, Prince and Princess of Sinagua, and resumes the court of Miles and Yitka. Your Majesties, Connor, the Earl Marshal, craves an audience.
Let him come before us.
I am here, Your Majesty.
What is your business with us on this day?
My time as Earl Marshal has come to a close, and I ask your release from my position as Earl Marshal of the West Kingdom.
You have a successor, and you've instructed them of the duties of the office?
I have, Your Majesty.
Then we are reminded to grant your petition. Will you now present your successor to us?
Will Leotolf come forward?
I am here, Your Majesties.
Sire, I present to you Leotolf, whom I have chosen to succeed me in this office.
My Lord Earl Marshal, you have chosen well. We thank you for your devoted service to this, our realm.
Thank you, Your Majesty. It has been my honor to be of service to this great kingdom. I here return the great sword of state of the West, which you have given into my keeping.
We release you from your oath of fealty, which you made for your office.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Are you now prepared to accept the duties and responsibilities of the office of Earl Marshal and to swear fealty to the Crown and Kingdom of the West?
I am.
And let the office pass.
Swear your oath.
Here do I swear by mouth and hand fealty and service to the Crown and Kingdom of the West, to obey the lawful commands of the Crown in all matters that concern the kingdom, to faithfully discharge the duties of my office and to further the practice of the martial arts from this hour henceforth until the king release me, death take me, or the world end. So say I, Leotold for the Silver Hills.
And we, for our part, do swear fealty to you, our Earl Marshal, and to those who serve with you to protect and defend you with all of our power, until we depart from our throne, or death take us, or the world end. So say we, Miles, King of the West.
So also say we, Yitka, Queen of the West.
Take this great sword of state. We charge you to keep it safe until such a time as we shall require it of you.
For
Thank you, Your
Connor,
Majesties.
for Connor, retiring Earl Marshal, and Leotold, our new Earl Marshal, make a joyful noise.
Thank you very much.
Let Asakura Shiro come now before their majesties.
Greetings, Your Majesties.
As the wood of the ash gives its strength to stave and spear, so do the fighters who practice, study, and teach the various arts of combat strengthen the realm. It is the duty and pleasure of the crown to recognize and reward such deeds. Therefore, do their majesties proclaim Asakura worthy of great honor and to admit them to the right noble order of the ash leaf of the Kingdom of the West. Their majesties will bestow a single leaf of ash as the sign of this honor. Your majesties.
This award comes highly recommended, not just for your time as an official marshal for your local practices, but also because when the normal practice location wasn't available, you opened your home to make sure that practices could still happen, for helping the other fighters maintain their gear and for doing additional training and really just going above and beyond what normally is asked of marshals to make sure that everyone is getting the most out of their experience. So thank you for that.
Thank you. I'm very honored. Thank you.
For Asakura, make a joyous noise.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Let Rosario de la Torre come now before their majesties. There she is. Those who practice, study, and teach the several arts, crafts, and sciences enhance and enrich the realm. It is the duty and pleasure of the crown to reward such skill with honor. Therefore, do their majesties proclaim Rosario worthy of great honor and do admit them to the right noble order of the rose leaf of the Kingdom of the West. Their majesties will bestow a single leaf of rose as a sign of this honor. Your majesties.
I don't know if anybody saw her display in the Artis Apotheca. If you haven't gone and looked, do it. It's really amazing. Rosario practices medieval farm skills, and like that's not cool enough. She opens her home to teach others. She teaches via Zoom. She has a really amazing display. Check out what she does because it's really just absolutely incredible.
Thank you, Your Majesties.
Go.
Thank you, Your Majesties.
For Lady Rosario, make a joyous noise.
Yay, Rosie!
Your majesties, want to bring it on home?
Yeah, well, like I said, we're going to keep this short and sweet. Don't have a lot to say. Just Hope to see many of you faces in person soon. Hopefully, I believe Wargy is still supposed to be happening, that the cancer tournament happening at the end of this month. We're hoping to make a lot of stuff as long as the pass will let us and health will let us as well. And we hope that everybody just tries to stay safe and take care of yourself in the coming months. It's supposed to be a pretty hard next month or so. So just be careful, take care of yourselves, and be kind to one another.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much what he said. We love you all and we hope that we can see you all soon.
That's it.
You can unmute now because there being no further business, long live the King and Queen of the West.
Long
live
the King and Queen of the West.
And for all the princes and princesses of the West who are here, hip hip,
Huzzah!
hip hip.
Huzzah!
This time really mean it. Hip hip.
Huzzah!
This court is closed.